Ryan Anderson. Ryan, congrats on being the latest in the club of cancellation, whether it's on social media, Amazon, radio, TV. We're all getting canceled for everything these days, especially when you say things that are true. That's the worst offense these days. But tell me about this. First, the Amazon is still currently selling. They're not selling your book anymore, but they are selling Let Harry Become Sally. So that's still which only gets 2 stars at like 30 ratings, which means that this is a book that the author and immediate family members actually read. And then Hitler's Mein Kampf is also available in the stores. Why isn't your book available in stores anymore? What happened?
Who knows? They haven't told us. They never reached out to notify me ahead of time. And since they canceled the book, I've reached out, publisher has reached out, and no response, no explanation offered. The timing is a little suspicious. The book had been out for 3 years. They have sold tens of thousands of copies of the book at Amazon. And the week that the House of Representatives is set to push forward a radical gender ideology bill, the book gets canceled. Now, it could just be a coincidence, or who knows what's going on, because they're not saying a thing.
Well, let's take this opportunity with people watching us have a discussion here about the book. Tell me, what happens in When Harry Became Sally?
Well, so it's the title is a play off of obviously the movie. The movie was the idea that men and women are so different they can't be friends, and now a generation later, the idea is that men and women are interchangeable, and that a boy could be trapped in a girl's body, you could be gender fluid, you could be a gender hybrid, et cetera, et cetera. And none of this is based in science. None of this is based in good philosophy or good medicine. We are corrupting an entire generation of young people who are having just radical experiments performed upon their bodies. There's a surgeon out there give you both male and female genitalia if that's what you desire. And this is not happiness that they're looking like. So the book blows the whistle on this, and obviously the overlords at Amazon are not happy about that.
And tell me, when you bring up the science here, where are doctors that actually study this? I remember when the head of, I think it was sex reassignment surgery at Johns Hopkins, although they've probably changed the name of it now a few times over, came out and wrote that the long-term consequences for people having gender affirmation surgery, now I know that's what it's supposed to be called, gender affirmation surgery, the long-term consequences for this are actually quite negative for the people who get those procedures. He has been pushed aside. I know this was the chief of this program at Johns Hopkins University Medical Center. So are there doctors out there? Are there people that are pushing this as science? Because it seems like we hear from a lot of activists.
Oh yeah. So what you're seeing is that the scientists, the doctors who are activists themselves, are conducting the studies to say it's great. The media then runs headlines saying, largest data set ever shows that sex reassignment surgeries bring benefits. And then some actual scientists and number crunchers reevaluate the data. And then 12 months later, they issue a formal correction saying it actually brought no benefits. And on 2 measures, it brought harm. And that's a study that just came out last year. And when the study first came out, the media touted it, saying how great this is for people. The media did not cover the correction. But the reality is that the largest data set we have shows no improvements for people who go through with sex reassignment surgeries. And on 2 metrics, considerable harms.